Greetings and salutations, brownies. Welcome to another episode of Just Jazz Vlogs. Now, the inspiration for this video came from a Twitter acquaintance I have by the name of Eugene Grant. Eugene has dwarfism. I believe he lives in the United Kingdom. I saw that he was on BBC. I didn't watch all the video, but discussing what dwarfism is and his experience, and it kind of inspired me to want to talk about my dwarfism just a little bit. But let me give you a brief definition of what dwarfism is and what type I have. Dwarfism is a condition of short stature. It is defined by the advocacy group Little People of America as an adult height of 4 feet 10 inches or shorter as a result of a medical or genetic condition. Although other groups may extend the criteria for certain forms of dwarfism to 5 feet, the average height of an adult with dwarfism is 4 feet tall. Achondroplasia is a form of short-limb dwarfism. The word achondroplasia literally means without cartilage formation. Cartilage is a tough but flexible tissue that makes up much of the skeleton during early development. However, in achondroplasia, the problem is not in forming cartilage, but in converting it to bone. Achondroplasia is similar to another skeletal disorder called hypochondroplasia, but the features of achondroplasia tend to be more severe. All people with achondroplasia have short stature. The average height of an adult male is 131 centimeters, or 4 feet 4 inches tall, and the average for adult females is 124 centimeters, or 4 feet 1 inch tall. Alright, now that we all know what dwarfism is and the type of dwarfism I have, let's kind of get into the fact that I am the shortest dwarf with my kind of dwarfism. As I mentioned a second ago, the most common type is achondroplasia, which is what I have. Most women are 4 feet 1 inch tall. I happen to be 2 feet 6. Anyway, I'm 32 inches or 81 centimeters tall. I am 4 inches away from a yardstick. Now, most people, other people with achondroplasia, turning lights on are not an issue for them. But, turning lights and doing basic household chores have always been difficult for me. I've needed a step stool. Most people with dwarfism do, but what I've noticed is that the only thing they seem to need is like a one-step step stool. I need like a two-stepper, and even that sometimes is difficult for me. Now I feel like I should have had video along with me doing stuff, comparing and contrasting with what other dwarves with achondroplasia and what I have go through. But maybe that will be for next week's video, sort of a part 2. But anyway, one of the key things that they've mentioned in what I just read was that there is issues with cartilage, and I wanted to show you guys what that meant. Most people, when it comes to cartilage, there's a bone and it forms hard. For us, we don't have that kind of cartilage, and it doesn't form the way other people, average height people do. So what that means is I can do cool stuff. I had to take my ring off like this. I can wave my fingers like that, and they just flop around because there's really nothing in there to kind of structure it and make sure that it doesn't do that. I personally think it's kind of cool. It's also a really good way to get a free drink at a bar because it freaks people out. The other thing I can do is pop my middle finger in and out of the socket I should do, can you hear that? Let me try to do it. Let's see, hold on. I don't know. I can hear it trying to do some freaky ASMR. But yeah, basically, that's what it is. I don't want to get too much into the technicalities because I'm not even sure of all of those, but I just wanted to give you a brief definition and oversight of what dwarfism and achondroplasia is. Now, if you want to read all the articles that I got this information from, links will be in the description below. Now, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about, which again inspired me to make this video, is Eugene seems to have some terrible experiences with people disrespecting him and just doing weird things like that to him. I highly recommend you head over to his Twitter. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description below so you can see what he's talking about. Anyway, he seems to have instances where people like jump in his face, pat him on the head, and do all this weird crap that is just ridiculous. And I don't know if it's because he's in another country and over here we're a little nicer. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that I've never been patted on the head. No one has ever disrespected me because of my size. The only thing that I really get from people is them thinking that because of my size or how different I look, that it means I'm intellectually not there. So they talk to me like I'm slow. They talk to me like I'm an infant, or they will ask the person that's with me what my name is, how old I am, things that they think I'm incapable of answering. So, like, that's basically the only things I've gone through. I've never had anyone jump in my face. I've never had anyone pat me on the head or make fun of me. Well, my friends do, but not like random people. I'm just trying to think of situations where other people with dwarfism that I've talked to have had encounters with. Really, I haven't had anything. Some people say they always get coded at the bar, and even then people think that they're lying. I've never had that happen either. So the point of like this segment and what I wanted to do with this video is to ask you guys, comment below. If you have a disability, mental, physical, whatever, comment below and tell me a story of things that have happened to you, things you want to get off your chest. And if you don't feel comfortable making it public, you can always go to my website and leave me a private message that no one else can see, and I will get back to you. The link to my website will be right here. And I think that's where today's video is going to end. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to do a part 2 next week to kind of compare and contrast what other people with my type of dwarfism go through on a physical level and what I go through. So if you'd like to see that, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, please share this video, and do not forget that I'm still doing my 10,000 subscriber campaign, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys joined on board. Again, go to my website and you will see all the tiers and different awards you can win when we hit different milestones. Anyway, with that said, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a great Labor Day if you live in America, and for anybody else, just have a great weekend. Goodbye.